Everyone. Thank you so much for joining in our session today, Coders at American session. And we are very happy to have you. My name is Ruth Kaveke. I'm the project coordinator for the Coders at American Spaces Kenya, and we're very happy to be doing this. So today we are going to learn different resources and different platforms that you can use as we cheer ourselves to how we are going to learn how passwords can be hacked and secured in our coming session on Saturday. So I'm very happy and honored to be welcoming our amazing facilitator, Joab Kose, who is a cybersecurity expert and very passionate about sharing his resources, his knowledge and skills to the community. So let's take advantage of this and learn from the best. Yeah, and as we know, we also aim to create projects and innovative solutions will be awarded. Yeah, so if you have an interest in cybersecurity and you also like to advance your skills and you like to join the community of cybersecurity, I believe this is a very great way to start. So without much wasting time, I would like to welcome our facilitator, Joab Kose. Karibu sana.
Hey, look, thank you. All right. So thank you guys for joining again for this session. So basically, I want to take us through how to get resources that we need to get into cybersecurity. This will be more of going through different resources, like trying to explain how to use them, how you can find them. And just a minute. I want to ask you, try to ask questions, as the process is going. Reload. Awesome. So don't wait till the end of the session. If you have if a question pops in, just throw it away and I will catch it if I can. So today we will look at the resources that we can use now. Based on the previous sessions we had, we started with how to get ways you can get into cybersecurity, things you can use. So this session is basically meant to take you through the resources and just to put some sort of emphasis. These resources, most of them that I'll show you are free. They are put together by amazing people who are working try to spread help people get into the industry. So if you feel if in the process of this presentation you feel something is burning, just ask it straight away. Of course, we'll have toward the end of the session Q&A. But if you feel you want to ask something, just ask. One thing that I'll also clarify before I start the presentation is some of these, most of the resources that I will share with you, I will show you, they are meant solely for for research and education. So if you use them use them in a other way which is not meant either for education or research, then it's up to you. I bear no responsibility, and I think both and the team. So it's just purely education. Based on last time when we talked, I say something if you want to get some resources, you start with the conferences, and I'm gonna look at some of some of the big security conferences. We look at DEF CON, Black Hat, and RSA, and we see how can we get information from this. So we'll start with DEF CON. So DEF CON. So if you just Google DEF CON, this is DEF CON official website. So they have like so many resources in this website, archives, media, audio, even music, all the recordings they have, some white papers. So if you just peruse across these, you see the website is kind of like looks really good, but not that's not the purpose. So let's see. So let's look at the resources. So if you go to the resources center, we will. Awesome. So as you can see, they put all the resources together based from day one when they are the first DEF CON conference. So this is DEF CON 1 all the way to I think we have 28, 28, and then they're DEF CON these chapters based on different places. So how do we get the resources? So let's see. So for instance, if you want to go see what happened in DEF CON 28, which is here, I'll just open this one in new tab. And you see they have CTFs, they have music they're playing, they have all the pictures taken, the presentation they took, they have video, they have villages, different villages, and they have torrent where you can download, and they have where they put everything together. So let's see how we can get some of conference. So this is a forum, if you join, there are different topics, people talking and, discussions. This is a place you can get, opportunity to volunteer with some of the DEF CON villages. If we go to, let's say we want to see presentations. So these are the people who did the presentation, different topics on DEF CON 28. And based on which topic you are interested in, let's take only text some Spark popping a shell. So let's see this. So this should give us a write up. Oh, it downloads. So for instance, so we have this, which is, they give you the ability to download. So you can see the person who was doing the presentation, you see their Twitter handle, their GitHub, that means you can get some of the tools and resources they used, and you can go through this presentation, everything they did, and they give even the code, everything, and they give you a way to reach out to them. And that's how you create network, if you want to get resources, if you never understood anything through the presentation or these write-ups that they put on their website, they give you that linkage, a way to reach out to the people who did the actual presentation. And they're always very good people, sometimes busy, but when they get time, they will respond back, because it's always about sharing. So this is just an example, how you can get resources. This is a slide, which means this was a talk, so they were doing a lot of talking, and the slide was just to give a visual presentation. You can find this one, I think also in their videos, if you go to their video resources, you'll get they do the recording for all the sessions and people doing the presentation. So yeah, so all these resources, these are free on a public domain. You just need to know what you want. and then you go for it. So this is just like one way of getting like these write-ups. And if you go back, you can demo like these are labs. So these were demos with the PDF, we have videos. So if you go for like, for instance, what is interesting, let's see. Vincent Ross, demo. Star Killer, Jeopardizer, go to Carnival. Carnival sounds like something interesting. So we downloaded the Carnival. And let's see what the Carnival has to offer. So these write-ups like this, like you see, is 49 pages. It tells you like intro, demo, research, subdomain, enumeration, usernames, password spraying. You see, you get everything. Like, you know, this is like a step by step. They even give you like images, visuals of what they do. And you get the contact of the person who was doing the presentation. So if you're interested in something like a given topic, you have a way of getting those resources and maybe reaching out to whoever was doing that. Okay, let's see what else we can get. So all this, you just go to where you're interested, like whether you want to start from DEFCON 1 or you want to, so DEFCON 1 all the way, and then they have like different chapters, like, you know, they have DEFCON China, DEFCON conferences, all these hacking related documentaries. So if you come here, you will get like, you know, documentaries, videos, everything, freedom, downtime, New York City hackers. So yeah, so that's one way of getting resources from these conferences. There's so many things you can get from them. So let's just go back away from those, their blogs and their articles. So if you go to the article sections, we will see like people do write-ups like Amazon driver hanging my smartphone. So let me just zoom that. So all these articles, they're free. You can just like, you know, download any as you want, so long as like it's something that is of interest to you. And they also have blogs, which people share like, you know, different things they work on, projects, and sometimes they call people like, you know, to work with them to collaborate and share like, you know, some ideas. So yeah, so that's for DEFCON. The second one was Black Hat. So I'll just like, you know, clear out this DEFCON and go to Black Hat conference. With Black Hat. Awesome. So Black Hat is one of the biggest security conferences, like, you know, DEFCON, Black Hat, and RSA. So here, like, you know, I'll go straight to where you can get like, so you can get briefings, events, coming events, you know, you can get like training, resources, arsenals. These are like, you know, tools and that people presented during the conference. They have webcasts, but this is the place I want us to go. So if we go to about training, review board, community, let's see about us. So from here, you can see like, you know, people were organizing the events, upcoming events. I want to get to the resources very fast. Training, review board, call for papers, community. So with the Black Hat, they're like different communities, like, you know, the people did the programming, people organizing events, people like, you know, all sort of communities. And most of them are like, people do just volunteer work. So if you are interested, you can find a way, like, help with something as you learn. If you go to the arsenal, these are like the tools that people, during the presentation, people present. So we have Black Hat Asia, we have Black Hat call for tools, arsenal review board. I want to get us like some really cool stuff here. Black training, upcoming events. They also have like scholarships. Sometimes they promote people. Call for papers, call. Okay. Trainings. And sometimes they also offer trainings like on specific topics. I'm trying to get to the archive events. Yeah, here we go. So in the archive, so this is where, like, you get all the resources, like the past presentation. So we have, like, Black Hat USA, Europe, Asia, DC, Abu Dhabi, all these resources you want. So let's see. So USA 2020. So if we go here, this is for last year. So all the people who did the presentation, like, their write-ups, speakers, sessions, we should be able to see here. And you can, so we have like tracks, like topics here. So if you're interested in AI, machine learning, and data science, if you're interested in application security, applied security, if you're interested in cloud security. So for instance, if I do, like, I'm interested in, say, okay, I'm interested in data forensic and incident response. So if I click that, I kind of, like, filter everything, and I get things which are related to what I want. So I will go here and say, okay, so we have the operation Chimera, APT operation. Sound interesting, so let's see that. So you see, the person who gave this presentation last year was Chung Kwan Chen, and he gave like a summary. And then at the bottom, we have the white paper write-up, and then we also have the slides that they did, like, during the presentation. So I think like all of them are downloaded. Okay, let's see the white paper. So you can go through this and see, like, how the presentation, like, everything they're talking. So this is like about APT. APT is like advanced persistent threat. These are nation state, like, hacking groups which are sponsored by governments, and they normally operate on, like, specific targets, like stealing, hacking other governments and stuff like that. So you will get like an overview, and they will just give, like, in their presentation. So this is like a white paper write-up. You will see everything, how they did the analysis during the presentation. And we can also see like the actual presentation they did, which should be targets and semiconductor. This should be the actual presentation. Yeah. So these are the people who did the presentation. They say should be their company. They use the MITRE attack emulation. They give outline case study and stuff like that. So yeah, so you can get like resources from, after every conference event. They put everything: videos, audios, papers, slides, and even sometimes contact of the people who did the presentation. So there's so many things you can find, like, from DEF CON, tools. You can get like different topics. If you're interested in network security, policy, reverse engineering. If you come to reverse engineering, we just unclear this, and we see, like, Windows through super. These are different presentation. All right, so let's look the next one, which should be RSA. So RSA conference. So this is another big security conference, and they do like, invite some of the best people in the industry to do presentation, and then they put all the resources like on their website. So here we'll just go straight, like, their topics. They call for papers for this year's, like, So if you come here and then we'll go direct to community resources and look what we have. So when the way they put it here, so they have like Academy of Cybersecurity in schools, and then if you link here, you'll get the resources like that has to do with academy and schooling. If you wanna study something or get like some resources on a given topic. As that one loads, let's see, they have like the NIST, Science Institute. So all these resources are accessible to anyone who is interested. So long as like, you have the interest and you know what you are looking for. Let's see here. Welcome to the cyber school. Somebody's asking question. No. Okay.
I think so.
I can hear like someone like something like a voice is okay. So these are like resources they put together. They kind of like, make it easy for you to go around it. These are free low-cost online learning. If you go like the NIST website, this is like a body which deals with like most of the security standards used. So they give you overview, topics, different, like if you want to go for risk management, cryptography, all these resources are available for anyone who's interested. All right, so that sounds like, the conferences. If you're interested to see the work that has been done in the past, that people did presentation, their research, and maybe sometimes they need people to be part of the work they're still doing. So these are some of the places you wanna go to. You don't need to afford like that amount of money to attend the conferences like in person, but you can still get like everything that happened through the resources. Another sources that I want to take you, this is more practice, and I will try as much as I can to like, take you through. So there's so many of these are free resources. You just need to get an interest, like exactly if you're interested. So the first, I want to start with the over the wire. So this is, let's see. So over the wire. So over the wire is more of like, like games which help you learn as you do. And there's so many challenges. So the bandit, metas, and so many. So let's see, like you probably need to start with the bandit. So when you come here, the goal is you need to move from level 0 all the way to the last level. And as you do that, each stage they tell you what you need to do, and they give you like hints. And as you do a research on that, you are learning. So I'll try to do like, let's do the first. So moving from let me try to make this bigger so that you guys see. So let's say like we are supposed to move. So they said the bandit program is aimed at for beginners. So it will teach you the basics needed to able to play other war games. So level 0. So level 0, they're telling like the goal of this level is for you to log into the game using SSH. So we know like SSH, this is like, remote access, like is secure, accessing other systems securely, like remotely. So the host to which you need to connect is they give you like the domain and the port and the username and the initial password. So once you get to that, then you get another challenge that you're supposed to work on. So let's just try with that, okay? So I think like this level 0, the goal is to teach you how to use SSH. So I'll just fire up my command line. Oops. Sorry. Mhm. Okay, so they say that we're supposed to okay, so the goal is to what? Sorry, just a minute. Okay, let's say to SSH to that. So they say we're supposed to SSH to the user was bandit 0 and the domain was bandit was bandit.labs dot over the wire. Okay, and then dot okay, the password they said like was just bandit. Okay, the password was bandit 0 bandit. Okay, let's see. Just a minute. My VM is hanging. Just a minute. Okay, so my VM is hanging. I'll just go back to Windows a little bit and then restart my. Okay, so just a minute. So my Ruth.
Hello, Job.
I don't know what happened with the sharing.
Okay, so
I'm
I
just
think you
trying.
can try now. We can see your screen.
You can see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Just a minute. Okay. You can see my screen, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so just clear that. So they say like the goal of this is to, okay, so we will just try to access that with SSH. So we will do SSH, and the username was bandit 08 bandit labs over the wire.org, and then the port they say it's supposed to be port 20, and the password they say should be bandit 0, so bandit 0. And yeah, so we have accessed that system remotely via SSH. Okay, as you can see, we have like here, like now we have the user is bandit, and we are here. So once we are here, like what are we supposed to do? They tell you like these are some of the command you can use is SSH, and they give you a link of SSH, and that can help you to learn. So if you go to the next level 0 to 1, they tell you like the password for the next level is stored in a file called readme. So that means once we are here, we're supposed to look around, like see where we are at. We are bandit, anything in here. So there's readme. So readme, if we check the readme, we should get something, and that's the password. So we'll copy that and do something like level 0 to level 1. Password should be that. Okay. So if we want to go to the next, so we get the password to take us to the next level. So we have passed the first level. So if you want to go to the next level, I will just open another tab, and I will SSH. It will be bandit 1 now at it's bandit labs, bandit.labs wire.org, and the port still remains the same port we used, except that the password is the only which changes. So we will use the password we used in the previous stage to access the next. So the password should be that. And if we arise, so you see like now it changes from, so in the first level, we are like bandit 0, but now in the second, we have bandit 1. And what do they say here? So if you go the 1 to 2 level, they will tell you like the password for the next level is stored in a file called, wow, it's just a dash located in the home directory. So let's see what we have. It's interesting. So what do we have here? That's the file name. So here you need to know like how do you access files with special characters. So, and they give you like helpful reading. So Google search dashed file name and stuff like that. So I will try like if we can just see what is there. I will do something like this. No, it should be like this, and then the name of the file, and boom, there. So we have the password for the next level. So this is just a demo, like things you can do, like you can do this, and then the way the file, the more you go, the more like the challenges, the harder they get, and they give you all these help things which can help you do things. So this is one way, like if you try to play around, these are like free, and they put it here like to help you. So there's so many games you can play Warzone, and they give the info. So by the time, I believe by the time you get to level maybe 10, you have learned something. So that's just one of the resources. The other one is Try Hack Me. So Try Hack Me is kind of like, you need to log in, is try. So Try Hack Me. Okay, so let's go to the home. Okay. So with the Try Hack Me, it's kind of like a learning platform as well. It comes together with the challenges. So what can you learn like from this place? If you got the LAN directory, so they give you all the modules you can learn. So they will give you like, the Linux fundamentals, networking fundamentals, web hacking, cryptography, Windows fundamentals, shells and privilege escalations, basic computer. All these are for free. You can learn these like, in practice. So once you feel like you have the confidence to work on something based on like, all the learning modules they give you, then you can go to compete with people like, the leaderboards and stuff, challenges, CTFs. You can go to the rooms, and the rooms, they have like different resources like, Windows, they have tutorials, they have anything that is security related. So this again is for free. It's for free so long as like, you're interested. There is like, if you want to go like pro, you can go like premium. That's where you will pay, but like you don't need that as you start learning. So I will just refer you to use like free resources to gain that confidence and believe in everything that you do. So you can draw to any of these, series programs as you feel like. So yeah, so and they have like and they have like documentations. Let's see, they have classrooms, they have blogs, tutorials. There's so many, like so much for free. So yeah, so that is for like, practice. If you wanna try Hack Me, we have seen over the wire things you can do. Over the wire is like, you do and you learn. This one gives you the room to learn, and then do. And then the next, my favorite one is Hack the Box. So Hack the Box is interesting in a way that, first of all, you need to hack yourself to get in. So this is what you get as a starter. Got it. And to get like to the main things, like everything to play around, you need to hack yourself. You use like, your Google skills and stuff like that. Find a way to get in. So what do they give? They have so many. They have so many resources. They have labs. They have ranks and badges, dedicated labs. They have machines and challenges. I'll just like log in because I'm already in. And let's just see what you see. So these are machines. You connect through them using VPN. We have here like, labs. We have challenges, like you can work on challenges. This is like challenges, reverse engineering, crypto, steganography, web, and other forensics, mobile, open source information, intelligence, hardware. All these are for free, unless you want to upgrade to VIP where you'll have to pay. There are so many machines, like let's see some of the machines. So if you go to the machines, so I'll just click here. And all these machines are for you to play. So each machine has like, different level of challenges. As you can see, like you have like the level of difficulty rating. If somebody owns that already, if somebody find a way in, and if you find like the flag and then you own it, you go to the next one. I don't know whether I should show you something. So to connect this, you need to, okay, once you find your way in, you create like an account. The next thing is like you choose whether you want to work with the machines, or you want to work with, like, these challenges. You can just download and work on, like, offline on your computer. They also have, like, leaderboard, like, people who are doing like great work, people are, like, and then they have also the community. So let's see, like, if I can connect using let me just access and get the, so to access any machine, you need to download the VPN. So I will download it here, and it should be downloaded. Okay, so I'll just go back to my so I'll go to download and wait. Okay, so here we have the VPN. So if I want to connect, let's just clear that. I will do something like sudo open VPN, and then that the VPN it gives us. Let me show you something before I connect to that. So right now, if you look at my, I only have like 1, 2. This is a VM I'm working with, so I only have like 2 interfaces. And then after I connect with this, I will connect, and then when it's done, so it's completed. So I have another connection. So if I go back here and do the same thing, so you see, like, I have this one with this IP address. So this is the IP address I'm connected through the VPN. So this means now I can go to any of these machines where we are. By the way, if somebody has a question, like, just throw, don't wait towards the end. If you feel like there's something you need to ask, just ask. So I will go back to the machines, and I'll just pick, like, one random machine and see, like, if what we can do. Machine, all machines. Okay, so let's see. So we have so many machines like Linux, Windows, all these. So I'll just, like, let's say the first one, which is the feline. So if I click on this, we get the information about the machine, the person who made it, the IP address. So let's try to see if we can see it. No, I'm gonna get my click that and see, like, if we can. Just write it 10, and then it's supposed to be 2 or 5. And there we see it. So I can reach this machine, and I can do, like, I can do a recon. I can do something like nmap, something. What am I supposed to scan? I can scan just clear this first, and then do something like nmap, sc for script, and then sv for version, get all, and then see if we can get anything out of that. And then I'll try to do like verbals to see what is going in there. Okay, so I can scan the machine. I can see, like, open ports. I can do, like, my information gathering to see, like, something about the machine before I start working on it. So yeah, so all this are free for you. Like, all these resources, you can use them whenever you feel like you want to learn. And one good thing with Hack the Box, I'll just get there in a minute. Let me just see, like, so you see, we can gather the information. We see like we have like 7 ports open here. We have 22, which should be SSH. We have awesome. So while that is scanning, so we have it. So I'll just try to make it bigger so that we see what we got. So as you can see, we scan the machine and we see like we have the SSH port open, and we have some like, hash and keys here. We have port 8080, which is HTTP. So we have 2 ports open, and we also get to know like, the version of the machine, which is this one. So based on what we get from here, like we at least have an idea of what we're working with, and we can start like, if you want to get our way in to get the flags. Yeah. One thing I want to talk about Hack the Box is that they have Academy, which is separate from this. So the Academy is Academy, should be Academy. Academy.hack the box.eu, something like that. Yes. So with this, they give you like, review the courses. These are free. These are free courses, like you learn so network enumeration with Nmap. That's like something I started doing, like, this is just like, if you take this course, you will learn almost everything to do with Nmap. All these courses they give you for free based on what you want. Like if you want to do like secure coding, I know most of people in this session are programmers and stuff, web request. These are for free for learning purpose. And you need to sign up, have like an account to be able to access all these things. So once you go through the academy, which is free, then you can go back to Hack the Box and play, around with different machines, challenges, CTFs, and compete. You can even like, make teams with other people from different parts of the world. So this is a very good resource for like, for learning and setting your feet into the field. Another resource, which is, I think is really good, like this is, they call it like Hackers Arise. I think it's Hackers Arise, something like that. Yeah, so this is more blogs, and they put like, they write blogs about different security topics. So email harvesting, this is like, open source, intelligent gathering, cyber war and stuff. So all these blogs on different topics, like, tools, how to use some tools, what to do, all these are just for free. You don't pay anything. It's just have an account, and then you are able to access all that thing. So that's like, more of like, the resources you can learn while doing. I like learning through doing, because like you make mistakes and you learn from those mistakes, and you try to correct, and you don't forget what you struggle learning. And that the next section I want to look at are like, these are other resources. I will start with YouTube channels. So there are several channels you can use. I'll use, for instance, I'll use my subscription. I'll just go to my YouTube and see like, some of my. So as you can see, my subscriptions here, I have several security related. I'll just like, got this down, and I will pick, let's start with Hackersploit. So if you got the Hackersploit, you go to the videos, you will see all like, getting started with malware analysis, role of the cyber, all these videos, like, for free. They even make videos like about try to hack me, uh, everything, like all these, you can access them whenever you feel like, different topics or security based, or like, what you want. Another one that I like is, okay, so you see like Bandit, they even make videos about the over the wire challenges like we saw, you see, they take you through everything, which is very interesting. Like you get to watch the video and then you try to do things. If you're stuck, you come back. My favorite one is this channel. It's called IPSec. So they make videos about, different topics, challenges, mostly hack the box, and other topics. So they have like tons, like not actually tons, but a lot of videos here. You can watch those, like most of them are long, like 1 hour, and sometimes they kind of like boring when long, but if you want to get something out of it, you will. We have Black Hat. They also have like, they post all the videos, all the presentations, they make everything. So there's so many sources, like resources. There's this on college. This is this is made by a professor from Arizona State, and I will show you some of like, the resources he put for the public use. So there's so many videos, like, you can watch. If you're not like a video person, you can go through blogs, you can do PDFs, like, the resources that I've shown you. If you're not like a reading person, you can watch video. So as you can see, like, you don't need to go to school to be into cybersecurity. There are resources you can use, like, so long as you have access to the internet and you know exactly what you want to out of everything you do. Cyber Mentor is also a good source for security. He has like, a lot of good videos on different topics, setting your home lab and stuff like that. Hack5 is also another really cool channel. So yeah, so there's like, security channels, like if you're interested, like, Metasploit, of course. Then so this Metasploit is one of the framework, like, for exploitation. Once you do like your research and you want to get access to something, this framework is widely used by security experts, and they have videos here, like, which can just give you idea of what to do, which payloads to use, which exploits, and stuff like that. So yeah, so many resources to use. I have like a lot of them here. So that's like when it comes to video, like, and then the blogs and personal website. People try to share the work they do, the research, and they try to share that with people who are interested. So I've like, just picked like a few. So this is a DFIR, this is digital forensics and this incident response. And then the lady, she calls herself Diva. So I'll just show you like some of, here you go. She's doing like amazing work, putting resources together. So this is who she is. She's from Missouri. But let's see like what she put. So let's start with, okay, resources. So when you go to the resources, she organized it like, training. If you wanna do training, she puts like very low cost training and even free trainings. So trainings like, Udemy, all these, she puts like all the topics together for you. You just like go there and pick what you want. Splunk, everything she puts all together. If you wanna do say websites and webinars, she puts them all there for you. training about everything. If you click that link, just take you to the sources, like everything. She's doing really good work for, like, so malware analysis, hack exploit, secretaries. And that's not enough. She puts even like resources. So these are free trainings. So if you want to get like free trainings, she posted everything here. And then put them like in categories. So like if you want to do digital forensics and incident response, all these will help you. If you want to do like, core training, like you want to do networking, programming and scripting, general IT and cybersecurity, like just Linux, all these are free resources. And then she goes further, like put some other resources like training, this for vets, and then ethical hacking. There's a place she puts like the tools. She puts the resources, trainings, tools, and distros. So if you're interested, like, you want to try different like distros. So these are security OS. So we have like the Oracle, this is a virtual machine, Flare, this is a VM, security onion. So as you guys can see, like I'm using the OS I'm using right now is security, this one here. Onion is it's almost the same level with Kali. I think it's even better because if you want to get like tools just from this OS, there are like tons of tools. So if you want to go like, programming, they will give you everything you need. Like you want to do like Hachi, but here's the best part. So penetration testing, like they put all the tools together here for you. Information gathering, vulnerability analysis, web application and analysis. The tools are there. Exploitation, maintaining access once you get like, your access to the target, post exploitation, password attacks, wireless attacks, sniffing, digital forensics, and something that Kali Linux doesn't have. This is car hacking. This is automotive. Like, these are the tools for hacking cars, reverse engineering, reporting tools. So this by itself is just like, a lot. You don't even need to use all those tools, all of them. There are others like, CSI, this is for forensics, Remnax is forensics, Surungi Linux is forensics, Sans Safety is forensics. So as you can see, like in this website, she's putting like most of the resources related to what she's doing. So yeah, so all these resources are for free. You can access them whenever you want and play around with them, for educational purpose and research, maybe. And you can get like, other resources from that. So that's just one of the blogs or personal website. And then somebody is doing something, I don't know, this Logan, this is just like.
Hello, Job. Excuse me. There is, I think someone raised their hand. I think it was, did he just write again?
Okay.
I saw someone raise their hand. Someone with Moracha.
Sure, Moracha.
Did you want to ask a question? Okay.
I think they are muted.
Okay, then let me unmute them. Okay, but I think they can speak. Allow participants to unmute themselves. I think we can proceed. And then if he has any question, he can go ahead and type it in the chat section.
Sure, no problem.
All right, thanks.
So the next person I was looking into was Logan Elliott. So people do stuff and they try to share with people. So let's see, Logan Elliot in Cosette blog, something like that. Yeah. So this guy, like, they do things and then they do like write-ups. They take you through the process, what they did to do that, especially for those. This is like hack the box, the challenge. And if you come here, like, somebody is asking a question. No? Okay. So if you come through that, you see, like, they do like the process they did from recon to everything, how they scanned the ports, everything they did, and then they take you through the enumeration process, how they use the tools they use to do whatever they did with image and everything. So these blogs, like, they help you learn a lot. They explain exactly what is happening, how to do something, and you have like their contacts here. If they have, like, their Twitter, LinkedIn, GitHub. So yeah, so feel free to use, like, any resource that you feel is working for you. Another person who has put, like, resources together is somebody, Alexander Pons. Awesome. So he's a professor, but like he puts some of the resources, like, for people to use. So yeah, like publication and stuff, but you want to go to the resources section. And if you go here, like, you see, he has, like, MIDA Pro, all this, it's malware analysis. If you come to this, you'll get, like, all the resources to do with malware analysis, and this is GitHub. So they put everything, all the tools you can use to do malware analysis, learning resources, as we're gonna see, like, in the next things they put. So all these are outside there. They're out there for anyone who wants to access. If you're interested in pen testing, you can get some of everything here, like from pre-engagement, intelligence gathering, threat modeling, and each stage explains exactly what you need to do, the scope, everything that needs to be done. Yeah. So every step of that, you will get exactly what you want. If you want to get, like, intelligence gathering, exploitation, which tools to use, how to use them, how to do, like, countermeasures and stuff like that. So all these, they're free. If you're interested in other security, like related, like, with vulnerability assessment, all these are for free. They put them together here just for anybody who is interested. Another source that is interesting is, okay, on college. So this is a professor from ASU, Arizona State. And he has, like, he puts things here, like, for people who want to access even lessons. If you want to get, like, he has like a YouTube channel, his contact, like, there's also like a Discord. If you want to join, like, the Discord, if you want to practice, like, problems on their infrastructure, I think. I don't know if it's open right now or it's closed. Welcome. So you see, you can get access to their record your lecture, blah, 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 blah. You can use all those if you want. There's something public, Google Groups. How is this true? Okay, so you see, even put, like, modules, like, how to do introduction program, shellcode, sandboxing. And these are like, these are lessons you can just go and learn, like, reverse engineering introduction. If you go here, you will get, oh, that's YouTube. If you go here, you get slides. So he puts the video for the lessons and he gives you the slide of everything that he's doing. See everything. And all these are like free. You don't pay for anything so long as like you have the will to learn and you know exactly what you want. One thing which is very challenging, like when it comes to cybersecurity, like there's so much information and there's so many areas to specialize in. So if you want to go the easier way, you need to know exactly what you're interested in. If you're interested in web application security, then stick to that and try to get all the resources which will help you, to be an expert, to be like very, very skillful in that area. The next resource that I want to look at, probably the last when it comes to blogs, is EDX. So EDX is EDX. So these are free lessons from some of the top universities in the world. They give you free lessons. You only pay if you want to get like certifications. So if you're only interested in the knowledge, so you can just like, there's so many universities like from MIT, Harvard, Berkeley, California, all these. So let's say we're interested in cybersecurity. So let's see cybersecurity, any course which relates to that. How many results do we have? Come on. 9 results. Okay. So let's see. So we have one from NYU, and then we have like some for, let's see this one from MIT. So they tell you like, this is a 4-week lesson, which will take you like 3 to 5 hours per week. And then the price is free. But if you want to get like certificate, then you have to pay $100. You don't need certificates so long as like you get the knowledge that you want if you don't have that money. So these are some of the resources like, put together with some of very, skilled, experienced like lecturers, professors put together for public access. And it's not just like, in cybersecurity, anything you want, like, any topic, if you want to do data analysis or whatever, like, and you'll just find from any university which is providing that course for free, even from IBM, NYU, Harvard, and even from Georgia Tech. So yeah, try to make use of this if you're interested, and if you need any help, like, that why we are here, like, to help you get started. And of course, like the next one will be GitHub. There's so many resources. I will just use like GitHub and see some of them. Let's see. I will just go to my repo. So I have like several repos here. So I have like blue team, hacking resources. Let's see hacking resources. And these are just for free, practical ethical hacking resources, links to the course, everything you need, networking, everything, setting up your lab, mid-course, capstone, all these, like, or everything you need to learn that. There's several, like, categories. We have like incident response, for instance. Let's look for awesome security. Shodan. I'm looking for something like awesome malware analysis. this will take you through like, malware analysis process, like, what you're supposed to look, you are supposed to learn. It will get you like on your feet. So the goal is to get you started. Once you start moving, you will get that interest to find more about for yourself. And that's how we learn. So yeah, so all these resources, like you can use them whenever you want based on like, what you want to learn. So having covered that, I would like to say something. So when you get all these resources and you learn, you get some skills, and then you start thinking about getting certifications, because like, to get jobs, most of like, hiring like people, they look for something to prove that you can do exactly what you say you can do. And they always go for like, certifications. So certifications, like most of the certifications, you have to pay to get certified. But there are resources, like free resources you can use to learn before you go for the main exam. So based on that, I will look at some of the like, just a few bodies which offer certifications on different cybersecurity topics. And the first one is SANS. So SANS is a certification body. They offer different security trainings, and even they have like free resources here for you. Let's see. So what do they have for free? They have white papers, blogs, newsletters. They have tools. They have reports, presentation, and papers for free. But if you want to get like certified, they have like focus on like digital forensics, penetration testing, and ethical hacking, dev, SecOps, industrial control systems, cyber defense, certifications. You can get like, certifications you will have to pay. So if you're interested, like, getting certification, you can find your course here, which you're interested in. And then you read, you learn, and then these are some of the focus area they offer: blue team, operation, cloud security, cyber defense essential, digital forensics, and incident response, industrial control system, pen testing, purple teaming, and security management. So yeah, so if you feel like you have learned something, you feel like, you have like that level of confidence, you can start thinking of getting the certification. And they have everything, even course syllabus for you, just to see what you will be learning in whatever the course you take, everything, the lab and stuff like that. So yeah, another body that offers certification is offensive security. Offensive security. So these are the guys who like, maintain Kali Linux, and most of this security, like, tools, which are free. They have like the community, and then you can get like, training, you can get certified if you, for instance, they offer certifications on pen testing. They have like some web courses, So if you're interested, like once you know web application, exploit development and stuff like that, you get enrolled once you are ready to go. Another certification body will be like the E-Council. Should be E-Council. They also offer different programs now based on your area of interest in security, from mobile applications, security, to web, to network, ethical hacking. So these are some of the certifications they offer. So these are ethical hacking, this is incident handling, and they have like a lot to go, encryption, network, computer science, and stuff like that. So yeah, and I will also look at the ISC2. So this is another body that offers certification, and you can take exam with them. Their exams, like, those are like, recognized, like those are the ones the industry are looking for if they want to get like somebody in a given field. So they have like, all trainings and stuff. But if you feel like you don't need the certification yet, you don't have the money to do the exam and stuff, you still have the opportunity to use the free resources to build out, like, on your skill set, knowledge, play around with stuff, break stuff down and try to build them until you know exactly what you want. And then once you find your niche, then you can go for it. So, and of course, Cisco offers security topics. Cisco offers, like, networking, which is like, very prerequisite, like a requirement for cybersecurity. So you definitely want to take, like, Cisco has even, like, Cisco academies. They have like basic introduction to cybersecurity courses. So yeah, so that's like, just introduction, like, some of the resources you can use if you're interested. Free. I will share this with you, Ruth, so that, like, after this, so people can use them. So I want to take like questions. Like, I've talked a lot. I wanted this to be more of interactive. So is there any questions so far?
Okay. So on the chat, haven't seen any. Yeah, so I think it's most of them maybe are trying to synthesize or understand what you've been going through, but
I
we
know
want to take this time.
it's a lot. I know somebody. I think somebody. There's a chat somewhere.
Yes, please go ahead, Joab.
So we have Jacob Moracha. So which is the best way to learn ethical hacking? Because there are so many theories out here, like learn programming fast, ethical hacking. Okay, so I mean, you don't need to learn programming fast because you need to understand the process. You need to know, like, I want to move from, so you're in Mombasa, you want to move from Bamburi to town, to downtown, to Likoni. So first, you need to know the path. Okay, so I'll take, if I want to go from Bamburi, I will take this matatu. Programming is just part of that. Sometimes you don't need even to write code, because with ethical hacking, most of the exploits and stuff, they exist sometimes, unless if you want to do something new, you found like a 0-day, a vulnerability which is not known, and you have to write like an exploit for it. I mean, it's a plus knowing how to code, but it's not like a must thing. You will have to learn that. You need to understand, like, this code does this and that. I'm using this script. If you go through it, like, okay, it does this at this stage, and then after that, it tries to do this, and then finally does that. You need to get, like, a way to understand the process, like the syntax of coding. You don't need to be like a coding guru or something like that. So yeah, you will learn to code, but it's not a must. You can start, like, just know ethical hacking. What is it like? What is the end goal? We're supposed to, in ethical hacking, you're supposed to find weaknesses before the bad guys do. So you will go into a system, try to find your way in, break in, using the same techniques, and methods and skills and tactics that the bad guys are using. And then you give an advice, like you take people through the process, how you found your way, and then you try to seal them. That's what ethical hacking is. It's the same thing like hacking like other guys, except the ethics part of it, that you do it with consent, with permission, with the permit from whoever, like, the system belongs to. So yeah, you will need to know how to program, but it's not a must. You can start, like, learning other things. Then the other question from the same Jacob is, oh, it's the same question. He typed it twice. Ruth?
Thank you so much. Yeah, so I noticed you've introduced some very exciting tools, exciting resources, and I would like to say that these are very, very great resources. And also at some point, I always believe there's some things you don't have to go to university to be trained. You just have to have a laptop, internet, and you'll be able to find your way out. So once you're able to share with us the slides, which contain very resourceful information, we'll share it with all the participants on the WhatsApp group and also on email if it's possible. Yeah, but thank you so much for taking time and putting all these resources together. So it's very, very helpful. Personally, I've really learned a lot. There's so much I didn't know, and I believe with the resources, someone is able to catch up. So thank you so much, and we are looking forward to having a session with you on Saturday with all the coders at American Spaces in all the regions. Yeah, so thank you
Thank you
so
very.
much, and thanks.
Oh, sorry, I cut you off. Sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So thank you so much. And for the coders at American Spaces, we are glad you're able to join and took time to be able to participate in today's session. So Joab has a very interesting session for us on Saturday, where it's going to show us how someone maybe can work around hacking passwords. So I think it's a very interesting concept that we can all learn. Yeah, so that's the end of our today's session. So anyone is free to leave. Let me end the live session.
Thank you very much, Ruth.
Yeah,
It's
thank
my
you.
pleasure.
All right, thanks to. Bye bye, everyone.